just some of the details and WebAssign. So one is I'm looking at this section, the homework for section 1.1 and 1.2, and I'm just on problem 11 here where it says write the equation in slope-intercept form and then find the slope and y-intercept. So notice when I put my cursor in this box, this little calc pad comes up. So like here, let's see. Oh, there's the fraction button. So a lot of times the slope will be a fraction, and you can hit this button, and I'll finish this problem and show you how to use that. But I also wanted to mention that each problem is set for you to have 5 attempts at it. And so this means so it tells me right up here that I've done 0 of 5 submissions. Now, when I've used WebAssign before for other classes, it has given me 5 attempts per box, but I didn't set up this class. The director of the marks set up everybody's finite math classes, so it might just be 5 for the problem, but I guess I can try and then get back to you on that. But assume that it's 5 attempts for the whole problem. It will tell you at the top of the page, so I've done some of this assignment already. If it's in white, that means you've finished the problem, you've submitted your work. All of these problems are worth 2/3 of a point, so you can see I've gotten the first 10 problems right. And so then I'm on problem 11. They're pink if you haven't submitted a correct answer yet. So I'm going to go back to 11. And actually, I could have just clicked on it right up here. So if I just click on 11, it'll take me right there. So I'm going to pause my video and do the problem and come back. Okay, so when I worked it out by hand, this is the answer that I got. Y equals -5/3 x minus 1/3. So if I want to type in the answer, the y equals part is fine. So I just type in y equals and then just the minus sign. But then the slope was a fraction, so I'm going to click on this fraction button, and it was 5/3 x. And you shouldn't have spaces in between anything. Sometimes it will count it wrong if you were to put a space in between the negative sign and the 5/3. If that happens, but you had the right answer, just send me an email giving the section number and problem number and say, I have the right answer, but I typed it in wrong. And then I will, if that's right, if you have the right answer, but you just had a little typo, like you had an extra space or something, then I can give you that point back. That's no problem. But if you said, oh, I accidentally typed 5/4 and I meant 5/3, well, I'm not giving you a point for that if you have the wrong answer. But if your answer is right, but there's just an extra space or something, then I will give you the point back. Okay, so I had -5/3 x minus, and then 1/3. So I need another fraction. Oops. So 1/3. And then if you want, you can say submit the whole question right now, and then I think it will, and you can check to make sure this is right before you do M and B. And it will obviously not give me full credit because I haven't answered M and B. Okay, so notice it put a green check there. So that means it's right, and then it put red X's here. That means it's wrong. So it actually did use one of my 5 attempts, and it says I've used 1 of 5. Okay, so then now I can go in though and tell the slope. So if you make a wrong answer, you just delete your answer and then enter a new one. So first let me do a wrong answer and submit whole question. Okay, so it marked them wrong again, and it says I've used 2 out of 5. So now I can just go back. If everything was wrong, you would delete. So I'm going to do negative, and notice it didn't give me that Calc Pad over here, so I'm just have to use that backslash. So next to the period on the bottom of the keyboard. So -5/3, and actually I just need to insert a negative there. And now submit the question, and it should change it to be marked correct. And notice now when I look at problem 11, it is correct. So I'm going to do a couple other problems, but in different videos.